In the peaceful town of Cedar Grove, where everyone knew each other and helped out whenever needed, there lived a farmer named Billy. Billy was hardworking and always willing to lend a hand. His farm, inherited from his father, was full of animals, crops, and a large red barn that had stood proudly for generations. One autumn day, Billy decided it was time to clean out the old barn, something he had been putting off for months. The barn had seen better days, and over the years, dust, hay, and forgotten tools had piled up. With determination in his heart and a plan in his head, Billy marched to the barn, ready to tackle the mess. But when he reached the large wooden barn door, something unexpected happened. No matter how hard he pulled on the handle, the door wouldn't budge. He gripped the handle tighter and pulled again, harder this time, his muscles straining against the stubborn door. Still, nothing. He yanked and tugged with all his strength, but the door refused to move an inch. Frustrated, Billy stepped back, wiping the sweat from his brow.
What's wrong with this door?
He muttered to himself. He tried again, pulling with every ounce of strength he had, but the door didn't move. His neighbor, old Mr. Jenkins, happened to be walking by and saw Billy's struggle. Leaning against the fence, he chuckled softly and called out,
Billy, what in the world are you doing? This door won't open. I've been pulling on it for ages and it won't budge.
Mr. Jenkins strolled over, a knowing smile on his face.
Well, son, that's because you're pulling on a door that says push.
Billy blinked and looked at the door. Sure enough, there was a small faded sign near the handle that read, "Push to open." He had been pulling on the door for so long that he hadn't even noticed the sign. Sheepishly, Billy gave the door a gentle push and it swung open with ease. Mr. Jenkins chuckled again.
Sometimes when we're stuck, it's not because the task is impossible, it's because we're trying to force things the wrong way. You were pulling when all you had to do was push. You're right, Mr. Jenkins. I guess I got so focused on forcing it that I didn't even stop to think if I was doing it the wrong way.
Mr. Jenkins patted him on the back.
Happens to the best of us, son. Just remember, when you're stuck, sometimes all it takes is a different approach.
As Billy spent the rest of the afternoon cleaning out the barn, he thought about what had just happened. He realized that it wasn't just about the door, it was about life. There had been times when he felt stuck, trying to push forward with plans and ideas that just didn't seem to work. He had tried to force things his way, even when the signs were pointing in a different direction. But now he understood. When things aren't moving, maybe it's not about trying harder, but trying differently. Sometimes the solution is as simple as a change in perspective, a push instead of a pull. The moral of this story is, when you find yourself stuck, it's often not because the challenge is too great, but because you're approaching it from the wrong angle. In life, just like with that barn door, we can become so focused on pulling that we forget to look for other ways to solve the problem. Sometimes, all it takes is a shift in perspective, a new approach, a different strategy, or a willingness to let go of forcing things to happen. Instead of struggling to pull on a door that says push, take a step back, reassess the situation, and try something new. The solution is often simpler than it seems, and when you stop forcing it, things have a way of falling into place. In conclusion, Brokenwood Mystic Farms symbolizes the enduring connection between humanity and the land, a tribute to the beauty of nature and the importance of honoring traditions in a changing world. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You won't want to miss our short story adventures. If you have any questions, requests, or just want to say hello, feel free to contact us at info@brokenwoodmysticfarms.com. Thank you for joining us on this journey, and have a fantastic day, my friends.